my views are only this, not this. I say I talk too much. So they have to shout right now, and when I'm filming this, they just, I won't say hey, yeah, beautiful people, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well, and you have probably guessed by the title already what this video is about. So basically I have categorized the wanting to read books in romance, mythological fiction, and horror slash thriller. So if you want to include any of it in your reading list, then it would probably help, because I will talk about which books and the genre they are in, so that this video is not very long and I make my title clear and also help you with something maybe. And that's it. Also, how is my new background? I hope you like it, because I just changed it. I couldn't resist myself not filming in this lavender background. I just love this background. This is my blanket actually, so I cannot make it a background, a proper background, and I don't have an area like this, so I just made some changes and I hope you like it. Without wasting any further time, let's get started. But before that, it would make me really happy and bless my hard work if you just take a moment and subscribe to my channel down below. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon right next to it so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Yeah, now let's get started. So, first, let's start with mythological fictions. One more thing, I don't have all the books that I want to read with me right here. So books that I don't have with me right here will be here in the disguise of some poster or something. So in mythological fiction, I want to read the Shiva trilogy. I don't know if I want to read all 3 books this year. Maybe I will read one and then I'll take a little bit gap and read another one some months after I read the first one. Also, I last made the reading vlog, and after that I didn't get time to read. Yeah, because I was probably busy with YouTube, with Instagram. If you don't know, I have opened an Instagram account, but that's probably more based on makeup and skincare. So if you're interested, you can follow me there as well. I'll link it below. Also, somewhere here will be my handle, so you can just go and follow there if you are interested in makeup and skincare stuff. Back to the topic of the video. Okay, so I have 26 books to be honest in this list. But why I have included 26 books? Because they're not actually 26 books. There are 3 or 4 series as well, so maybe I won't read the whole series in one go. So I just included in case I want to, switch between some books, then I would definitely do that. Okay, so the Shiva trilogy is by Amish Tripathi, and there are 3 books in that trilogy. First is the Immortals of Meluha. We all know that book, okay? That went so popular when it was released. Maybe I was listening that everyone is reading that and people were recommending that to one another, so it really, like, I wanted to read, but that time I didn't get this book. This book I want to read this year. The second book in that trilogy is The Secret of the Nagas, and The Oath of the Bayuputras is the third book. I don't know I'll read the 3 of them or not, but I'm gonna read the Immortals for Meluha this year for sure, because I just want to read it. Okay, so I got all the genre information from either Goodreads or Google, so please don't come at me like this is not the genre or something. It is just that I got it from there, as I have not read it. This is a fairy tale, a fantasy fiction, a spiritual fiction, cultural fiction, and it's based on Indian literature. So yeah, I cannot talk more about this book because this is a spiritual book. So I don't know what I feel about this because I haven't read it yet, but I'm quite excited to read it. Yes. So we have only one book for, like, only one series for the mythology section, in where there are 3 books. Okay. Moving on to the romance, and I would say fictional, because all my books which I have included in the romance section are fictional. So the first book is The Sun is Also a Star, and yeah, if you have seen my reading vlog, you probably know that I had started reading this one. I have read till, yeah, okay, but I didn't complete it. As said, I didn't read for 4 months now, and it is just not good, and I didn't complete this book. So this is a half-read book, not even half, but I would say half. So yeah, I need to complete this. I will complete this for sure. This is a romance book. It is by Nicola Yoon. As you can see, this is by Nicola Yoon. It's a romance, drama, and teen based book, like teen young adult fiction based book. So there is also a film on this, if you don't know. Yeah, that's it for this book. Again, this is a romance and fictional book. The second book we have is Stories We Never Tell by Savi Sharma, and
Okay, so a quick disclaimer. I have already finished the book. I recorded this video long back and it's been 2 to 3 months since I recorded the video. So I already have read the book and I love it, especially if you are someone who is really dealing with their life. Then, I mean, you have a lot of problem and you don't have anyone to share it with. You have the happiness of all the world, but still you are alone. This book is for you, so you can check it out. Back to the video.
And I also started reading this book, as you can see, but it's again, I left it halfway, and I was right. Like, I really liked the book when I was reading it, but now, of course, I didn't complete it. So this book is fiction and contemporary romance. So I don't yet know what the story is about. The third book that I want to read this year is A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks, and oh my god, Nicholas Sparks and his romance fictions and his young adult fictions are so popular and so famous that wherever I see, wherever I go, Nicholas Sparks, everyone reads him. Okay, and I am the one. I got this book, but I haven't read it yet, and yeah, I left it as well. I think this has become a habit of mine which I really, really hate, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, why I left is the length of this book is really small, okay? And when I was reading it, it was giving a bit of migraine to me, so I stopped reading it at that time. But I really want to read Nicholas Sparks, and as I have this book, I want to read this year and very soon, because I just want to read him. Like, I have heard so much about him, so much about his writings and his romance fictions and all of that. Like, now I cannot resist myself reading him, but I didn't read it yet, but I'll probably read it. So the genre, the Walk I Remember by Nicholas Sparks are based on drama, romance, fiction, young adult love, etc. There were so many tags on this book on Goodreads, but I couldn't write all. So this was it. It's love, it's young adult, it's romance, it's drama, it's fiction, and whatnot. Okay, the fourth book that we have is To All the Boys That I Loved Before by Jenny Han. So this is what the book looks like, and this book also starts a series. This is the first book of that series. That series doesn't have any name, but To All the Boys I've Loved Before is the first one. And then comes P.S. I Still Love You, and the third one is Always and Forever. Now, let me tell you, I have watched the movie of To All the Boys I've Loved Before and P.S. I Still Love You, and they were like good and very realistic, to be really honest. So I'm quite excited to read this book because, first of all, I just love this kind of books. Okay, they are just soothing. They don't really make an impact on you, but if you really love fictional and fairy tale type realistic stories, these books are for you. Okay, because by the film I understood it, but still I'm very excited to read the book. I know, don't come at me with like, how can you watch a film before reading a book? It was just that I didn't have anything to do that day. So the things on which this book is based is romance, realistic fiction, essay, young adult, high school romance, teen drama, and romantic comedy as well. So I don't know. I am pretty sure that there are many more things than that we see on the films that are included in the book, because the book comes first, of course, and the film within 2 hours cannot show all the things. Okay, reading is a different field. Trust me. So I'm quite excited to read it again. Oh, like, not again. I'm not reading it second time. It's just I'm excited to read all the books. Okay, so I just keep on saying again. Moving on, the next we have is, of course, Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Now, who doesn't know this book? If you are a reader, you probably have read it, right? And there are two films based on this book. One is The Fault in Our Stars. The second is an Indian film, which is Dil Bechara. And if you are an Indian, you know what that film connects with us, okay? I just want to read it soon. I just don't want to delay reading it because the film, oh my god, I didn't saw The Fault in Our Stars, but I think if you're watching this, you're probably in India. No one from international platform is going to watch me right now. So you probably have watched Dil Bechara, and you know why I am telling that I want to read this book really, really soon. So yeah, this book is again based on young adult love, romance, drama, emotional fiction. So yeah. Okay, so the next book is Pride and Prejudice, and if you're a reader, you probably know this book as well. The titles that I've included, some are quite popular, and I know that, and this is one of that, like one of those categories. This is very popular, and who doesn't know Jane Austen? Who doesn't know Pride and Prejudice? This book has some educational value also. As when I searched in Google, there were a lot of questions on this book. So yeah, this is a novel which also has an educational value, and it's a great classic fiction, as Jane Austen's classic collections are. All classic collections are. So the genres of this book is romance, drama, satire, historical fiction, novel of manner, domestic, and Regency fiction. Okay, I don't know half of those words, so I don't know what it means, but I know this is a classic and I'm very very excited to read a classic because I've never read one. Yeah. Okay, so the book after that which we have is 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. Now this was recommended to me by a fellow YouTuber and friend. If you want, I will link her channel down below in the description box to check it out. She creates amazing content. Right now maybe she's not creating some, but already have created some good book related videos. You can check her channel out. I'll link it below. Also, this book is recommended by her and she says this book is really really good. She also read some of the rules and saved me those, so I want to read this book. This is again a romance. It's a philosophical romance, cultural and spiritual romance. It's romance and it's again literary fiction, so I'm quite excited to read this as well. And the cover is again very very beautiful, you know, it just gives that Taj Mahal vibes, right? So I'm quite excited to read as well. Now this is quite a thick book, but I have included a lot of thin books this time, so I hope I complete all of this. By the way, I read around 15 to 20 books last year in 2020. To be really approximate, I would say 16 to 17 books. And this year I want to read at least 20 to 25 books for sure. So let's see how that goes, because I cannot read a lot for next 5 months or so, but I will have around 7 months of the year to read books and books and books. Though a lot of things are going to happen this year in my life. I'm going to give my boards, I'm going to go to a new college, I'm going to go to a new place, and a lot of new things which you probably will see in my channel. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I don't know what happens to my mouth sometimes, so I'm literally sorry about that. Probably I speak too much, that's why it just sometimes my mouth malfunctions. Yeah, of course. Okay, so I was saying that I will vlog each and every special moment of my life, so please stay connected to this channel. And yeah, if you like my content, don't forget to like this video as well. Okay, I talk too much. As said, let's move to another book. The last book in the romance section is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. Yeah, by Frederick Backman, and I am again quite excited to read this book because this is a latest buy. I would say I bought this from Amazon. Also, the links of all these books will be down below in the description box. So if you want to take any of it, buy any of it, you can just check the description and you'll get every details of every book. But I didn't bought all of them online. I got some online and some of them from a local bookstore. So yeah. Okay, so as said, this book is again a romance fiction, but this is not exactly romance because it's fiction, it's adult and realistic, it's contemporary, it's cultural, and it's romance. So I don't know, because the cover is somewhat like this and I don't know what it tells, but again excited to read all of these books and excited to read this book more because it's latest buy and the cover is quite amazing. Actually, I'm excited to read all the books. I don't know why I talk too much. Probably you just get bored and so you don't watch my videos, and I just talk too much, right? I'm sorry about it. And I'm sorry about the background noise because there are people at my home. I give this excuse every time. My heater is on and all of that. So I hope you bear it with me because I want to create a family, a YouTube family, which probably doesn't have even 100 subscribers now. Quite interesting. But I hope you subscribe if you're watching, and if you're new here, you're most welcome, and it really makes me very happy. So if you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe, okay? It makes my day. It really does. And if you're new here, if you have already been here, whatever it is, you watching this video makes my day. And if you're new, yeah, do subscribe. Please do subscribe. I am planning to make a lot of new contents, but I cannot make them if my views are only this, not this. So yeah. Okay, moving on. I say I talk too much. Okay, moving on. Now we have thriller / horror, which is really interesting because I love reading horror books. Oh my god, please give me horror, not horror, give me thriller books. I would just read it. I mean, I love thrillers so much. Be it films, be it books, I just cannot live without thrillers, okay? Back to the topic again. We have Haunted by J. Alani with Neil De Silva. Okay, let me show you. I started this as well. I didn't complete it, but I'll probably complete it very soon. I like reading thriller in winters, and winters are probably going. So this book is again horror and thriller. So to be very specific. The genres of this book is horror, real life experiences, and 10 stories in one book. Okay, so this is not a genre to be honest, but you probably got an idea, right? It's a short stories included in one book. It is a real life experience, so that is interesting, and I just want to read it. Read it soon. Moving on to the next book, it's Lies Like Poison by Chelsea Pitcher, and I actually have shown you most of the books in my haul. If you haven't seen that video, I made it last year in November when I started this channel. That was my second video, so that's quite special as well. If you haven't seen it, but if you want to, I will link it below again. That video looks somewhat like this. You can also find it in my channel, and I also link it below. Okay. Moving on, we have Lies Like Poison by Chelsea Pitcher. This book is way interesting. If you just read the back part of it, you just won't be able to stop yourself. Okay, I don't know why I'm shouting. Okay, so this book has genre of mystery. It's a mystery, it's a thriller, it's a romance, it's a fiction. So I'm really excited to read it. Okay, I'm really very excited to read it. I cannot talk more about books right now because I am not reading for around 4 months as said, and I keep repeating that. Moving on, it's The Hand on the Wall by Johnson Maureen. Now this book, oh my god, the cover, can you see the cover? Don't you think that when I see this cover, like when you and I also, when I see this cover, I feel like I just want to read it right now. And I started. To be really honest, I started this book. I didn't read it. My bad luck, this is a book of a series, truly devious series, and this is the third book. I don't have the first book, I don't have the second book, this is the third book, and I got this one. I got this from a local store, so I didn't quite realize that this is the third book. After I bought it, I realized, and I don't have the first and the second book yet. I will get them soon, but very soon. To be really honest, I want to read this. I cannot stop myself from reading this book because the cover is so amazing. Okay, it's mystery, it's young adult, it's contemporary, it's crime, it's teen, and it's thriller. What can stop you from reading this? If you love thriller very much, this book is for you, I guess. I want to read it very soon, and when I read, I will make a reading vlog for sure because I'm just so excited to read some of these books majorly that I will shoot myself when I read those books. Okay, moving on, we have The Sane Psychopath by Salil Desai. Now, I don't know anything about this book, so let me directly go to the genre section. It's thriller, it's horrific, it's terrific plot, it's disturbing story. Oh my god, it's disturbing. And that was a genre on Goodreads. Also, I am thinking about making a Goodreads account. If I do, I will link it below again. Okay, so I don't know what to do in Goodreads. I don't know what we do in Goodreads. Coming back to the topic, I don't know what this book is about. I don't know anything about this book. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I won't talk more about this book. It just is one of the books that I want to read because it's a thriller. Okay, so I have completed all the books that were in the thriller section. So let's go to the different section. I just named some of the books different, which includes these books because I don't know where to put this. It's probably fantasy fiction. Fantasy fiction, I would say. So it's The Witcher book 3. I have already read 1 and 2. I won't say they were awesome. The series, like the digital series, was more good, but the reading was good. Like when you read it, you just liked it. It's just okay, I'm reading it type of book. This as I've started this, I want to continue it. Maybe it is just one book a year of that series, but still. So I read 1 and 2 last year, and I'm going to read 3 this year. I don't know if I'm going to read more of this series this year, but yeah, I will complete that series. So this is the third book. This is a fantasy fiction, and I cannot say anything about it because there was no review on this book. But if I say about this, don't read this. Just watch the series and you will love that so much. You won't like this book that much. Okay, moving on, we have Harry Potter series. I know I probably said that I want to read it last year, but I didn't because as said, I did not get time. But I want to complete Harry Potter series this year, like all the 7 books this year, and I am going to complete it. Yay! That was probably too much. I'm sorry. So we all know what Harry Potter is, okay? It is fantasy fiction. It is, like, I don't know what to say. It's drama, it's young adult, it's mystery, it's thriller, and as I said, it's fantasy fiction. So I'm just excited to read Harry Potter. I cannot resist myself from reading Harry Potter. So yeah, that was it, you guys. So that was it for this video. There were 26 books in total, included the books in this series. So there were 26 books, but I want to read 21 books at least this year because it's 2021. So yes, I don't know which one I will not, but I will read most of these books. But I can also read some other books which I buy and is very popular sometime in the year. So I don't know if I'll read only this book, but this was just a video of me sharing the books I want to read in 2021. And also, if you like any of the books cover or anything that attracted you, can buy those. Maybe it helped you some way, and that was the only motive of making this video. By the way, if you're new here, I make videos on makeup, skincare, books, study, challenges, and lifestyle. So if you're interested in any of this topic, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. As said earlier, it is really very appreciated, and it makes me so happy, and also blesses my hard work, because this setup, this video, it really takes hard work. It takes a lot of work. So just one subscriber count really means a lot. So you will just make me very happy if you do it. Okay, so that was probably it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll make a lot of more videos on books really, not soon, I would say, because I have exams as said earlier, but I will make them. So stay tuned to my channel. But for now, I want to continue uploading videos, so maybe it won't be on books, but on some other topics like challenges and beauty and all of that. If you're interested, do subscribe. Okay, I will take leave now, or else I will just talk. I hope you liked this video. If you did, do hit the like button down below. See you very soon.